Well, Harvey continues to weaken now as it moves on up through the Tennessee Valley. It'll begin to entrain a little bit of this cool air into it, and as it does, it'll stabilize it a little bit. It's getting further away from the Gulf moisture, so you're seeing less convective activity, and the little line of demarcation from the cool air pushing down into warm Morris Gulf waters is going to become weaker. We may see a little wave develop out here and move up toward the coastline, set up a trough of low pressure up through northeast Texas. That would be about Sunday, Monday. We may see some Brazos Valley showers. I think all we're going to do is see some variable cloud cover. An upper level low is going to move across the northern tier, and this flow pattern is going to be enhanced, and we're going to get a cold front in here next Tuesday, Wednesday, it looks like. Satellite radar, all you've got to look at is the remains of Harvey and a little cloud cover moving in the panhandle. And you've got very little to look at other than a few clouds at times. They don't last very long. We had a little almost puffy conditions today, but that was not enough lift to produce much. And we're seeing our temperatures in the 70s now, and they're going to continue to move down. Southerly or northerly winds are going to gradually shift and become southerly over the next couple of days. We'll start to open the door on some Gulf moisture. Future track, we take it down gradually through the 70s, and then tomorrow morning we'll start out in the 60s, but we'll be back in the mid and upper 80s with a few low 90s as we get into the afternoon. So it is going to get warm. We'll do that for a couple of days, and then we're going to start to see a change. We'll get back to that Gulf flow, moisten the atmosphere a little bit, and when we do, then we'll slow the heating process. But right now we've got dry air, so good radiational cooling. Heat goes up and out of here. We bring the number down. Winds are still northwest and northerly, very weak cool air advection. Big number tomorrow, 93. We'll see these winds gradually start to come around the east, and we'll get them back to the southeast. On the 7-day, we can run our 90s, but when we moisten the atmosphere enough, we should slow the heating a little bit. And here's where we'll start to see the increased cloud cover due to a little Gulf wave activity, but then the frontal boundary will be working its way in. We will have a chance at least for a few showers. We'll have to see how much moisture we have pumped out of the Gulf, how strong the front is, how the moisture is affected by the wedge of cool air that comes in, but it is going to be a nice wedge of cool air, so we'll be back down in the low 80s as we move through the next week.
All right.
Going to get nice.
Yeah. Thanks, Bill.
Gotta love it.
Thank you, Bill.